Ron, thank you. Now to this developing story. A nonprofit CEO and his son both arrested on drug charges.
Memphis Kings is an organization centered around helping kids stay away from a life of crime.
Action News 5's Michaela Redmond explains how the Shelby County Sheriff's Office found drugs, leading them to arrest Coach Sam Davis and his son Trey.
According to court documents, back on June 9th, narcotics detectives and a canine with the Shelby County Sheriff's Office were scanning packages at a UPS sorting facility. The canine sniffed out 2 packages with a strong odor of illegal drugs. Documents showed detectives got a search warrant and found both packages had marijuana, and a field test showed they were positive for THC. One of the packages was headed to a home on Brower Street, the other to Rutland Street. SCSO says on Brower Street, they saw 26-year-old Trey Davis leave his vehicle and take the package. Detectives then followed Davis to his father's house, Lysander, also known as Sam. Searching the home, deputies found more marijuana in Lysander's bedroom closet, THC gummies, a handgun, gun magazines, and multiple rounds of ammunition. Both Lysander and his son were taken into custody and are facing several charges, including drug possession. Lysander is the head of the Memphis Kings nonprofit, an organization centered around helping young boys and girls through basketball and recreation, keeping them away from a life of crime. The organization's website shares the message, making a difference, and even shows a social media post thanking head coach Davis for his inspiration, wisdom, guidance, and the lessons he teaches youth. Memphis Kings is set to hold their 10th annual summer shootout tournament starting July 10th. The flyer posted on social media also states Memphis Kings is a nonprofit committed to the welfare and development of our at-risk youth.
And that was Michaela Redmond reporting. She did reach out to head coach Davis and several other staff members who are listed on the Memphis Kings website. She did not hear back.